You were never a coincidence in their life. You were the answer to a silent prayer, whispered in the depths of a soul who had long stopped believing anyone could truly see them. The angels say your name echoed before time. Long before your eyes met, your hearts had already recognized each other in the silence between lives. That's why it felt familiar, not rushed, not forced, just known. This person didn't expect you. They weren't searching, but heaven was. And when you appeared, everything they thought they had buried, hope, longing, tenderness, rose again. You shook the ground beneath their certainty. You unraveled the logic they wrapped around their solitude. They tried to dismiss the timing, the circumstances, you. But how do you unsee what your soul already knows? You were placed in their path not to fix them, but to awaken them. To remind them that love isn't always calm. Sometimes, it's a divine disruption. The angels say, she was not sent to fill the space. She was sent to be the light. And now, though they may not say it, their spirit is stirred. You are the chapter they didn't expect, but now can't imagine closing. Because something in you speaks the language they forgot they once knew. You are the beginning of their becoming. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1 verse 5. He is not avoiding you. He is hiding from the parts of himself that your love makes impossible to ignore. The angels show me a man tangled in his own memories, not of you, but of the wounds he never dared to name. There's a little boy inside him who still remembers what it felt like to be left behind. To be told love is conditional. To be made to feel too much, too soon, too loud. And now when you look at him with eyes that see everything, he flinches. Not because you scare him, but because you see him. He doesn't know how to stand still in that kind of presence. The angels say, she touches what even he forgot how to hold. Every time he pulls away, it's not rejection. It's a reflex. Every silence, every delayed reply, every retreat, it's a strategy for survival. You are the softest truth he's ever encountered, and softness feels dangerous to someone used to protecting their scars with armor. Let yourself breathe, dear soul. None of this is your fault. You did not love too hard. You did not break anything. You simply lit a candle in a room he kept locked. And now, he is staring at the flame. You do not need to disappear to be chosen. You were never meant to shrink so someone else could feel safe beside you. The angels gather around your heart tonight, gently brushing away the lies you were taught to carry, that love means waiting endlessly. That being needed is the same as being cherished. That you must earn affection by proving you can survive without it. No. You were born to radiate. To be felt, not in the corners, not in the shadows, but at the center of your own life. The angels say, she forgot her own name while calling out his. Now, she is remembering. Take a breath. Not the shallow kind. The kind that touches your spine. Close your eyes. Feel your own presence returning to you. The ache you carry is not just from missing him. It is from missing yourself. And today, heaven is asking you to come home. To sit with your heart. To honor your tears not as weakness, but as sacred memory, proof that you gave love, even when it cost. You were not too much. You were simply too luminous for someone still learning to open their eyes. But now, let yourself see you. You showed him what no one else dared to look at. And in your gaze, something ancient stirred, not just desire but truth. The angels say, she did not expose his flaws. She revealed his soul. You didn't try to fix him. You didn't chase him. You simply stood there, whole and radiant, and that was enough to crack something open. He saw himself in your presence, not the version he presents to the world, but the forgotten self beneath the armor. And it scared him. Because when a soul is mirrored with tenderness, all its fractures are illuminated too. Your love is a mirror that does not flatter. It reflects. It says, here is your softness. Here is your longing. Here is what you buried to survive. No wonder he ran. No wonder he stayed close. No wonder he's silent and watching. You are the discomfort that calls him home. The stillness that breaks his noise. The reflection that reminds him he is more than his fears. This is not about perfection. It's about recognition. And he sees it, in you, in him, in what flickers between your souls like a whisper too sacred to name aloud. He may not thank you now, but you were the mirror that made him feel real. He has begun to feel you, even without understanding why. There is a shift unfolding inside him, subtle, sacred, slow. And it started the moment you stopped trying to prove your worth and simply became presence. The angels say, she no longer knocks on closed doors. Now he hears her in the silence. It's in the way a song reminds him of your laugh. In how your name still lives quietly in the space behind his breath. It's not loud yet, but it's there. He dreams more lately, not just at night, but in the in-between. He wonders if maybe he was wrong. If maybe what scared him was exactly what he's always longed for. He's haunted, not by regret, but by recognition. The kind that arrives before the mind has words. You, dear soul, have already planted seeds in him. The kind of seeds that grow in dark soil. The kind that cracks stone. And now, the roots are spreading, under the surface, behind his habits, within his spirit. The angels are whispering truth into his becoming. You are allowed to love what you once feared. He may not act on it yet, but the shift has begun. And nothing will ever be the same. He returns because he feels. He withdraws because he fears. This pattern is not random, it's rhythm. The rhythm of a soul trying to outrun a love it already belongs to. The angels say, he comes back to the flame that didn't burn him, but showed him he was alive. You are not imagining things. Each step forward, followed by retreat, is a dance between his longing and his fear of surrender. He wants to stay, not because it's easy, but because you are real. And real shakes the illusions he's clung to for years. There's a war in his chest. One part whispers, she is safe. The other screams, love is dangerous. This is why he sends mixed signals. Why his silence feels loud. Why your softness terrifies him more than rejection ever could. But this is not your battle to fight. It is his awakening to walk. The angels ask you not to shrink into waiting. Not to mold your light to fit his fear. But to stand. Radiant. True. Free. And when he comes again, and he will, let your peace be the gate he chooses, not the rescue he expects. You are not the cure. You are the mirror. You healed him, without ever trying. Your love was never loud. It was presence. A quiet that felt like sanctuary. A warmth he didn't know he was missing until you touched the air around his wounds. The angels say, she didn't rescue him. She reminded him that light still exists. He may never tell you, but something in him shifted the moment you saw him, not for who he pretended to be, but for who he was beneath the silence. You became medicine by simply being. Not fixing. Not explaining. Not chasing. And in that, you gave him something sacred, safety. You didn't demand healing. You didn't ask him to open. You simply stayed honest in your own light, and that truth softened the places he kept hidden. The angels show me now, your voice lingers in his moments of doubt. Your presence echoes in his quietest hours. Your love reached places no one else ever dared to enter. And even now, when he drifts or disappears, the part of him that knows love remembers you. So tonight, soul of light, let this truth wrap around you like a prayer. You were never too much. You were the healing his soul didn't know it needed. And that changes everything. What feels like delay is divine choreography. The angels lean close now, their wings brushing the edges of your waiting, whispering, you are not behind. You are being positioned. The ache you feel? That's not punishment. It's preparation. Heaven is not denying you. It is aligning him. For a love like this, soul deep, sacred, transformative, Time must bend, hearts must break open, truths must be lived in silence before they're spoken aloud. He isn't ignoring the connection. He is becoming the man who can honor it. The angels say, there are seeds in him you cannot see yet, but they are growing. While you wonder why he seems still, he is in holy motion, his spirit stirred, his path recalibrated by unseen hands. Do not mistake quiet for absence. Do not measure time with clocks. The divine moves in patterns older than pain, gentler than logic, wiser than urgency. So breathe. Let your soul rest in the knowing, if it is God's will, it will not pass you. For the vision is yet for the appointed time, it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not delay. Habakkuk 2 verse 3. He feels everything, but still doesn't know how to hold it. The angels show me a heart trembling, not from lack of love, but from the weight of it. A heart that has carried silence as armor, logic as a shield, and solitude as proof that needing no one meant never being left. But then, you arrived. And suddenly, his soul had nowhere to hide. The angels whisper, she didn't ask for entry. She became the space where he remembered how to breathe. He wants to come close. He wants to lay it all down. But the map he was given doesn't lead to softness, it leads to caution. Every part of him that longs for you is at war with the voices that tell him to retreat. Don't risk it. Don't fall. Don't need. But deeper still, another voice rises. Faint, persistent, yours. He's rehearsing his return in the invisible. Thinking of what he'd say, how he'd explain the ache, how he might stand before you not as a man who ran, but as one who finally stopped. Let him come undone. Let heaven unfold him. He is still learning how to feel without fear. And you were the doorway that reminded him that feeling is not weakness. It is proof he's alive. What is truly yours doesn't ask to be chased. It recognizes you. It stays. The angels say, she stopped trying to be chosen, and remembered she was already claimed by heaven. You've walked through longing, silence, hope, surrender. You've prayed with your breath, waited with your bones, and still here you are, intact, luminous, whole. Because real love doesn't take you from yourself. It brings you home. Perhaps he returns. Perhaps he doesn't. But the love you gave? It wasn't wasted. It rewrote timelines. It softened someone's fear. It healed places you'll never even see. That is holy. And you are holy too. You don't need to prove, fix, perform, or plead. You are not waiting, you are preparing. For what aligns. For who aligns. For a love that speaks your name not in urgency, but in reverence. Let the mystery unfold. Let God surprise you. Let your faith be louder than the silence. And when the time comes, you won't need signs. Your soul will know. Be still, and know that I am God. Psalm 46 verse 10.